You go to bed, it's morning. Tyraneus! Another nature check.
Okay.
New day, new chances. There are an awful lot of scavenger birds around the place.
What place?
Just the general area. So, crows, ravens.
Like Battlefield? Are we talking about?
Possibly. There are just a lot of them everywhere. Someone's feedbacking.
Are they behaving any differently than what you'd expect them to behave, or are there just lots of them?
There are lots of them. They don't necessarily behave different.
If only
there are
someone
lots of them.
could speak with animals.
Who could that be? I take it they're pretty close.
There are a lot of them. It's like pigeons in Amsterdam or pigeons in New York.
Or just
Okay.
pigeons.
Just pigeons. They're everywhere.
Okay, I do my ritual speak to animals,
Okay.
and I wave to one of the ravens that's near me, and say, "Hello, friend. Can you come and talk to me?"
The raven glares at you.
I take out a morsel of food and toss it to him. Or her?
It stands still glaring at you. Speak 2 legs, but make it quick.
I'm curious as to the gathering. Why you're all here in the city? It wouldn't seem safe, I would think.
We were called.
Called by who?
He flies off before he answers.
I turn to another bird nearby and ask it the same.
He flies off as well.
Okay, I pass that information along to the others.
Stupid birds.
Arcana check the birds. Actually, no. Ritually detect magic.
Oh yeah.
Ty.
Yeah.
Oh, I can do that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. No, I thought it had to be on my list.
It is, because you did
Did I
it.
put it on my list?
You did it when you did the square thingy.
Oh yeah.
Remember?
Yes, that's right. I got detect magic now. Okay.
Yeah. You haven't changed it as far as I know. So detect magic and see if the birds are glowing with magical influence.
I forget what I have to do. Okay.
They are not.
There's some crow master.
There is no magical influence around the crows. There's no spells on them. On any of the crows or any area, actually. You can see your own scimitar and the other weapons that had been enchanted glow.
Is there anything else that he notices with his detect magic? How far? What is the range?
Detect magic?
Yeah, how far? Like, what is it exactly? Isn't it like 60? It's not very far. It's not like he can see it with his eyes. I think it's just like he can sense it. Tyraneus?
Yeah, I'm looking it up.
30 feet.
30 feet. So does he detect anything else outside of our magic weapons?
No, not really.
Okay. So, well, here's the thing. Do you want to see if we can talk to a commander? Because what it sounds like, this is just a hypothesis, they're dealing with... You said they were called, means that most likely it's a mage of some kind. Maybe a druid, maybe just a mage. Do you think that they're going to war with some kind of singular power?
Keep an eye out for an orc.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Otherwise, I think we should leave pretty quickly. You guys want to ask around, or you just want to leave?
I want to ask around.
Yeah, I think we should ask.
Okay, so let's go try
My
to find...
curiosity's been piqued.
Let's see if we can talk to one of the higher ups in the military.
You can't.
Okay.
Basically, the furthest you come is like a commander of the basic guard post.
And he
Okay.
doesn't know
Does he have
anything
any
either?
idea?
No, he does share your concern of the absurd amount of ravens, but he's more concerned about like diseases
Mm-hmm.
and that sort of thing. That's
Like, does he know if
what
there's
he
been
speaks
any
about.
like battles or any mass amounts of like death that would call them?
He says that he doesn't know of any battles, but he kind of gets close to you, and he says, "But with the big army in the front gate, you know, you don't get an army this size for nothing."
That's what we figured as well. We also heard that the magic users in the city were closing shop and apparently disappearing.
Well, not disappearing; they just can't use their magic anymore.
Hmm.
He kind of
Weird.
shrugs. Then again, we hear that from everywhere. That it has been going on for like hundreds of years, or for 100 years. Although this is, on the other hand, this is very sudden.
Does
All
he
right.
know about anything about an announcement or something? It's gonna happen in the near future.
Is there any
The-
that and anything interesting that would pay well that he needs done? And I mean pay well.
Depends on what you'd say pay well. I mean, my pay is not bad.
Well, we're used to dealing with some pretty bad stuff. I'd imagine a total of at least something that would pay out around 200 gold. We get that
Yeah,
much for the
then,
occasional enemy that we subject animal creature subjugation that we do on the roads.
Well, you won't see any of those creatures inside here.
Mm-hmm.
I hope.
And as to the announcements, anything peculiar?
He kind of shakes his head. No, that's the peculiar thing, don't you think?
Okay. So, thank you for your time, and I guess we just walk out. So I say, okay, so here's the deal. We don't know what's going on. We have no idea what's going on. We could stay and try to find it out, or we could keep on traveling ahead. At this point, I don't really care to stay. It's some really strange stuff is going on, but we really don't have a good, don't have a good reason to stay.
Yeah, I want to stay too, but yeah, I feel like I don't know how we gonna find out what's going on anyway.
Oh.
Except for sneaking around, maybe.
You want to try sneaking around?
Well, I'm
Yeah.
good at it, but
We could try to sneak into the army camp, try to get some information.
Well, Dolos can do that, and we won't save him if he gets caught.
I could also do that in the form of an animal. So
Yeah, but can you
Yeah.
understand human speech when you're in animal form? I don't think you can.
you can, but
I
you
thought
can't
you can.
speak.
That might
You
be...
can just speak. You can speak animal, but you cannot speak human. But you can understand what a human says.
If I use my spell that's called message, and I can keep in contact for a period of time with someone, does that work on then Tyraneus if he's an animal?
If it's
What
is
does-
it mental?
It's mental.
Yeah, then I think
What
that
does
would work.
message specify?
I just need like a copper wire, and then I can touch or choose one of my comrades to speak with.
It's telepathically.
To the back.
Like
It's
how-
telepathically. Hold on, I'll just look.
It's
at
in
page.
the wizard spell list.
Yeah.
What's its name?
Message.
I think message.
You point your finger toward the creature within range and whisper a message to the target, and only the target hears the message and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear.
Oh, it's a
You can
whisper.
cast
It's
the
a whisper.
spell through solid objects if you are familiar with the target and know it is beyond the barrier, magical silence, a foot of stone, blah blah blah. So it's easily blocked.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
It would be good if we were like against an enemy and you wanted to send some information that you don't want the enemy to know, but it doesn't sound like it'd be practical here.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Well-
if someone wants to turn into a rat and go check the higher ups area, then
I think as a weasel you can be much more stealthier than a rat.
Sure,
I think you had
but I
something
think
like +7.
I mean, sure.
But a weasel in a city?
Yeah, that's true.
No. There's the encampment. I thought we were talking about the encampment outside of the city.
Yeah, where the higher ups are. But I still think it'd be kind of weird for a weasel to be there. But yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if I
Like,
cast...
what's the stealthiest thing that you could be that is in the area? Why don't you roll a nature check to find out?
A
Too
crow.
bad you can't be a bird.
I can't be a
That-
bird.
You can't be a bird, yeah.
But
Not
by
yet.
now that would be the most, stealthy thing. so to
Besides
say.
a
Just be a
bird.
raven.
Yeah, you should be a rat with all of these ravens around. That'd be a great idea.
Yeah.
Perhaps a cat?
A cat could work.
Yeah, I could do that, but I can also cast Pass Without Trace before becoming the cat.
This is true.
Oh yeah.
So
then-
I'll have a bonus.
So then there's a black sphere coming towards an army.
This is at nighttime, right? I do it at nighttime.
You want to wait until nighttime?
Even then, the blackness of that spell is...
I would just
Blacker
change into
at night.
a cat. At night that would make it even less obvious.
I can give him a bardic inspiration die too.
That only lasts for like 10 minutes, though.
And if you're a black cat,
well, yeah, but then
You guys want to stay one more day?
I
yeah.
don't really think it'd hurt.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to find out what's going on with the birds.
All right, we'll stay one more day, and you can go find out what's going on in the camp.
Okay then.
According to reading the spell, I don't get the impression that it's going to be a black blob.
It says shadows cover you. Like
Yeah,
I think the
silence.
idea of pass without a trace is you could it acts as though you're hidden even when you're totally seen. Like there's no cover, you are still technically hidden by the spell. It's like I guess like it'd be more accurate to say it's more like a mirage. So it like really increases your stealth capabilities and makes it really hard for you to be tracked outside of magical.
Then you might be able to use it at night without causing much attention, unless someone gets really close.
All right.
Which I would try to avoid.
You could choose who was affected, right?
Yes.
Then it doesn't even matter.
Yep. So that's the plan. So tonight you'll cast the spell, turn into a cat, and then try to find some information.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan.
All right.
Alright.
I guess I'll be nice. I'll pay for 3 whole meals for myself and Rita. That's 6 silver, 7 silver total. So that's I'm paid up for the night, for the day and the night.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll to
Yes, sir.
performance check again.
And I'm also gonna be kind of meandering.
Oi.
I'm also gonna kind of just meander about and see if I can catch any information. So, nope. What does Rita do?
Nothing much, really. Kind of casually joining. But, Tyraneus, you're going to go into the camp. As a cat,
Yeah, I think a cat makes more
Go
sense.
as a
and
black
you have
cat.
rolled your stealth.
Oh, sorry, roll my solo. Okay, one sec.
With a cat it's +4 I saw.
And you are
Yeah.
using the,
Spell. So it's plus
Spell?
14.
Yep.
Okay, then it's plus 14.
Nice. Oh. I was gonna say
Only
nice,
because of
but
the
that's
14.
not that good.
So, you sneak around as the cat. You are trying to find higher ups.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard to find the main tent for the
It's
commander.
there are like a couple of larger tents, more in the middle of the camp, and one large tent fully in the middle. And when you get close enough, you can recognize a couple of what would be commanders enter the largest tent in the middle.
Okay, I try to sneak towards that tent, and but instead of in the front where the guards would be, try to get to a side or around the back.
Okay, you get to the side or around the back. You need to remove or move a part of the tent away for you to enter. So roll another stealth check.
Can
See
you
how
hear
well
from
that
outside
goes.
the? Can you hear from outside the tent?
Little to nothing.
Okay.
It's better.
You manage to wiggle your way around underneath the tent cover, basically the tent itself. And when you reach the other side, you are hit with a kind of a wall of sound. Speech inside of the tent is way louder than it is outside. And you can see a group of 10 or 11 men standing around a table. Or sitting around a table more. You're on the ground, so you can't see what's on top of the table, but you can see the men like pointing at it and discussing a couple of things. And when you enter, one of the men says, "It doesn't matter where they may or may not strike. We need to go there now or we're too late anyway." And a couple of the guys, the men around the table, just start nodding and agreeing. And the guy, the highest commander on the side of the table, kind of nods in agreement as well. Then again, if you go to one side and they come from another, it would still take a long time to get there. Going in the middle could also waste a lot of time. How are the latest reports? One of the men stands up. He is dressed in green.
You mean like one of the guys we saw racing by us?
Same dress. The same dress code.
Ooh, is the Thalian Kingdom attacking? That's my first thought, but I'm not there.
It's
You're
which
not
kingdom?
there now.
The kingdom to the left.
It could be the dwarves actually, if they're talking about how far everything is.
Dwarves are up north, yeah. It's not impossible,
Yeah.
but I'd be kind of surprised.
I mean, if they are at the right and they are attacked from the left, I mean that would make sense.
Anyway, continue, Wrath.
Yeah.
The guy stands up. Well, the reports from Meriton have been clear enough. There have been sightings the past couple of weeks, continuous sightings. Less so than originally, but still more so than normal. The most towns and villages and a couple of our keeps on the northern side have also continuously reported the same. More goblinoid activity. We have sent messages to the dwarves, but those have not returned. Neither any other messages, so we are uncertain if they have actually been received.
Ooh, I smell what we could do.
You don't, because you're not
I
there.
don't, but later I will.
He then, he kind of puts his hand in the air. We are not blind, but we still know little. Too little, I'm afraid. And more people... Like, the next conversation actually continues about this for a while. Then the commander says, "Alright, break this off. Next point, supplies." He then starts, then another man starts speaking about how the supply situation is, and that they should have enough supplies by now to feed the man for a while. That sort of thing, and the story continuously moves on to a new thing until like 1 hour of talking has passed.
Okay, I assume I can maintain my form by using up my second.
No, only an hour's gone by. You
Sorry?
have 2 hours. Your spell's gone, but you have 2 hours of...
Okay, well, I've maneuvered myself as best I can to hide from anyone
So
before the
make
spell
a-
ends.
Make a stealth check. Without the spell bonus.
That's
The
the
best
worst
roll you could
moment
possibly
ever.
have.
So you kind of forgot your spell was starting to run out, and you wanted to move closer.
No, you wanted to move farther.
So when you moved closer, you suddenly see one of the guys looking down straight at you. He's like, "Does anyone have a cat?" And you are looking right in his face, and this guy is looking right at you.
Okay, well, I
And
start
he kind of
licking
lowers
my.
his hand. "Come here, kitty."
You have to act out.
I lick my
performance.
paws.
You lick your paws, and in your mind you're like, "Damn, this is disgusting."
You do
I
go
purr.
You start purring, and the man just he's looking down at you, tries to pet you, but you're kind of too far away. And then one of the commanders says, "Aaron, what's so important that you cannot pay attention?" He's like, "Sorry, Commander. My apologies.
Just
There's
pretend to be a
cat in
scared
here."
cat.
And then you leave.
So I take it no other action was taken against me, because I am just a
No
cat.
action was taken against you. You're just a cat.
Are there any areas within the tent that are higher than the table that a cat would be able to leap onto?
You get spotted, though.
You could leap
I've
on
already
the
been spotted.
table.
By this one guy. No, you haven't. You got spotted by one guy who hasn't mentioned you. Right? Because they're like...
No, I understand, but remember, it's
No,
just a
he
cat
he
too,
had
right?
mentioned that he was distracted by a cat.
Okay.
But you can jump on the table. You can jump on the chair surrounding the table where people are sitting on.
You could
No,
go
I
on
don't.
their
I
lap.
don't want to. There's nothing else that's up higher, like a cabinet or something.
No, really. It's just a basic tent where they put these things in.
Yeah, I don't know about jumping on that table.
You hear Drake's voice and say, "You've done enough," in the back of your mind.
What's that voice?
Same as the
In
cat.
the back of his, in the back of the cat's mind.
So, what are you doing?
Take a leap of faith, or
Like
Yeah,
literally leap.
I'm gonna leap up onto the table.
Alright. Okay, that's an athletics check. You
Well,
have
see if you
advantage
completely
since you're a
fail.
cat and jumping is like in your nature.
Oh my gosh. Because if you get caught, you're so dead.
So, sorry, what am I rolling on? Sorry, I was just looking up the cat again.
Athletics, so it's your strength.
It's an athletics
Strength.
check,
Oh.
but you have advantage.
but it's -4.
Wouldn't that be
It's a
more?
-4, yeah.
Wouldn't that be
It's
like
it's dexterity.
dexterity? So acrobatics.
Okay,
acrobatics.
okay,
yeah.
that's better.
Yeah,
Plus
yeah.
two.
With
Okay.
advantage since you're a cat and jumping is a thing for you.
Jumping is it's jumping is debatable between acrobatics and athletics. I think either one is fine.
Acceptable.
Yeah. That D20 plus 2.
So let's see if he just
more.
jump
So
in the
it's
table.
10.
Oh, natural.
Oh yes. So he does this
Goat.
wicked cartwheeling flip.
And everybody
No.
claps.
You just
That's right.
stand on the ground, look up, easily jump on the table.
Supernatural. Looks totally like a cat.
Everybody on the table suddenly looks at you. The commander states, "Who let this cat in?" And you can take like a look on the map. And what you can see is this map we have right in front of us. And there has been a couple of circles drawn on it, which I'll do now.
Ah. It's a lot of circles.
Dang.
And there are even more smaller circles around and surrounding it. Make an intelligence check.
Well, it's kind of obvious, isn't it? That's where goblins have been spotted. I mean, that's what I would think upon seeing that, but...
Well, if he says goblinoids, then yeah.
Not cat's intelligence, your intelligence.
Yeah, it's your intelligence, not a cat. So what's
Oh,
your
good.
plus?
Okay, thank you.
You don't get dumber.
You have like an
Plus-
18 in total?
It's 0, so I think it's 14.
Oh, 14.
Right?
Okay.
You have 0 intelligence?
No, 13. So it's a +1.
Oh, plus 1.
plus
So
one.
15.
So
it's
Or
15.
15. Yeah.
Yeah, you've reckoned that this is like a map that shows where sightings has been of these goblinoids. Or it may be a similar type of map where they are trying to decide where they want to go.
Okay. Well, after taking a glance, I purr and then I leap down from the table and I take it. I can run out through the front flaps of the tent.
So you run out or you strut back out?
Strut.
I leap down and then strut out.
So you jumped on one side of the table, kind
To
of
the other
looked at the map, looked around, then walked to the
And
side
purred.
of the commander, jumped off the table, purred a little bit, and just walked out. And everybody is like looking around at this cat.
He's the cool cat in town.
That's definitely just typical cat behavior.
It is!
And we're going to have a little
Like
break
cat,
right
like
now.
fuck you. No.
It's totally like a cat.
Guys, we're going to have a little break, so
Okay.
it'll take a couple minutes.
Cool.
Alright.
Okay.